Hi guys, hope you're doing great. We all know how difficult it can be to prepare for the PMP certification exam, especially when you're pressed for time due to personal or work commitments. And for some people, this journey can be even more arduous in trying to achieve the certification. So in this video, I want to bring to you the PMP Exam Success Story of Niharika, who joined our PMP Blended program a couple of months ago. I'm going to share with you her entire exam journey, right from her exam experience to her exam preparation strategy, to how the CareerSprints team guided, supported, motivated, and helped her in achieving this certification. But before we dive into talking about Niharika's PMP exam success journey, I would like to welcome you to the CareerSprints YouTube channel, especially if this is the first time you've landed on this channel. My name is Rohit, and we like to produce videos that help you with your professional development and continuous learning. If you do enjoy this video, I will urge you to subscribe to our channel and like the video. When you like the video, YouTube is going to recommend this video to other people who may benefit from the information that is shared in this video. Alright, without wasting any more time, let's dive in and look into Niharika's exam success journey. So first of all, congratulations on cracking the PMP. That is excellent news. And, I am highly impressed with your hard work and dedication in getting this exam out of the way. So a big congratulations to you. And,
thank you.
I'm sure you must be feeling overjoyed.
I am overjoyed, and I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart that, without the guidance and without your support, this was not possible, because it was a really long journey. And considering the exam, which is so very difficult to crack.
Correct. And plus, you were sick also. So, you were also not keeping well. So I don't know how you pulled it off with a bad cold and.
So it was a closed room, and you are sitting with few people around you, sneezing. The temperature is at a particular temperature. Wherein it is just dropping again and continuously. So I'm just sneezing, so bad cold coming out from the nose, fever, cough, everything. But there's only one focus, which your motivational talks, everything really mattered. All those things, when you're sitting in front of the exam, so you have these lot of flashback which keeps coming in. That you have to just clear it, and that was the main focus for us.
No, excellent work. I think I think you really worked hard, and I have to definitely give it to you that you really pulled it off. So good news. So I just wanted to start off this call with just asking you a couple of questions about how was your overall journey, what challenges you faced, and how were we able to help you to crack the PMP certification exam? So, why don't you just talk a little bit about like when you started this journey, and did you face any challenges, before you came to us? Did you face any specific challenges that you had?
Yeah. So before I come to you and before I get enrolled with CareerSprint, the way I started my journey was with one of the mentor here, wherein I had enrolled myself, and I completed my 35 hours of training with him. So after getting trained, I filled the form and all those things happened. And then I scheduled my date, and I had given my first attempt.
Okay.
So that's when I was probably not able to clear during my first attempt.
Right.
So when I had attended a lot of free webinars of CareerSprints of PMP.
Right.
But so the time when I actually said that I'm interested, but when I started getting calls from CareerSprint that if you're interested, then let's get enrolled. Sure. What are you waiting for? But then that was the actual time when I was really not ready, for a reason that you failed for the first time.
Right.
To come back on the track back again, it takes really a lot of effort, as well as
definitely
everything.
Definitely. I think if you do not succeed in the exam the first time, it's a little demotivating as well. And did you, like, when you started preparing, did you like, what do you think was lacking, like with the previous company, or when you were trying to do it on your own? What do you think was missing? Was there anything that
So when I was doing it on, like it has always been said, when you actually want to clear an exam, you have to at least go through the book, like PMBOK book, at least once.
right?
So reading a book in a really busy schedule wherein you're working, you have your own things on a personal side as well to be handled. So it becomes really difficult to sit down at least an hour every day. Also, it becomes really difficult. So the time when I enrolled with the CareerSprint, and so that's when I got to know that when I used to chat with you, when we used to have these Zoom meetings and we used to have discussions. So that's
Sure.
when I understood that just reading the book at least once is really important. So seeing my really busy scheduled was when we actually decided, that since I had already scheduled my exam date, so it was really difficult considering the period that we had to finish the entire portion. So that's one day when I really it's very clear in my mind today as well, when you said that, Niharika, it's okay. If you are not able to read the book, okay, let's leave that for time being, and you just go through my videos. So when I started going through your videos, it was it was really awesome. I mean, the way you have made all the videos, and the explanation, each and every area, the areas that are important
Right.
have been briefed out so really well. And videos are something wherein you can just even if you're walking around in the house, you just put your earphones or something, and then
Correct.
it's good to go. So that's how it really changed everything. So I went through all the videos that were of CareerSprint, which has been published by you.
Right.
So the videos are really excellent video with a really good description about each and every topic,
Right.
each and every modules, all the knowledge areas covered really well.
Right.
So that was the turning point in my preparation, wherein reading the book was when reading the book was really not possible.
Definitely. I think reading the book is really boring, for most people. And, that's definitely a problem that we are trying to address here. We, I mean, although many people do read the book, but, if you don't want to read the book, our videos, I think, are definitely helpful for people. But did
Yeah,
you feel
they're
that
very helpful.
did you feel that the videos covered the agile portion well?
Yeah, they did the agile portion really well. The waterfall model, the predictive model was covered really well. So all the knowledge areas were oh, I mean you they were just
Okay.
excellent. So
Okay.
I can just what I can say is, anybody going ahead and preparing, and they are also along in the same lines like me, they can
Right.
just go through the videos and just skim through the Rita book, like what we had
Yeah.
discussed. So that is really helpful, really helpful.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right.
yeah,
Excellent.
so
Excellent. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about your exam. Because I think a lot
mhm.
of people would be interested in, how was the exam like? So just tell me a little bit about your exam experience. How difficult or easy did you find the exam? What did you feel
Mhm.
about the difficulty level of the questions?
Okay, so the exam comprised of 50% of agile. So we had 50% agile and 50% on no, the rest of the 50% was predictive. Out of 50% being predictive, 20% were situational based questions.
Okay.
So
Okay.
wherein it's really not related to whatever is there in the book. They've given you a situation wherein you feel that all the four options given below are actually correct. So it
Right.
becomes
Right.
really difficult to
Right.
select which option should we go by. So that's when that's when your thinking capacity and all these things come into the picture. The understanding of the subject, I mean, of the PIM, yeah. So that is important for.
Okay. So did you feel that there were more questions from like one area, maybe like from procurement, or maybe more from risk, or maybe more from like virtual teams or something like that?
Yeah. So there were a lot of questions from stakeholder management. So co-location, and very, very less questions from the formulas that we have, SPI, CPI, and all those things. Very less. I think one or two questions maybe. Wherein those questions were also like when you don't have to actually calculate. If CPI is this, SPI is this, then like that. How is your project? Is it on track?
It's more about interpretation. It's more about
interpretation. Correct.
So did you feel that you got questions from I don't know, like Scrum or like other areas?
A lot of questions.
Okay.
A lot of questions from Scrum.
Okay.
Lot of questions. Not a lot of questions from Scrums, but yeah, few of them. So Scrum, Kanban, and Safe. Yeah, Safe.
Like
so these frameworks.
Okay, because I think they just touch upon Safe in the Agile Practice Guide. It's not in a lot of depth.
Yeah. So there was one question of Safe, I clearly remember.
Okay.
And
like maybe something related to scaling, I guess, like scaling of Agile.
Yeah, scaling of Agile.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So did you get questions? Let me just follow through with this. So did you get questions from like distributed teams? Because, nowadays we are in a virtual environment.
Yeah. Lot of questions from virtual team, lot of them. You can say, Rohit, as a matter of fact, 20 to 30% exam was on virtual. All virtual, co-location, you're spread across the geographic regions, like all those questions like
and
that.
Do you remember what they were exactly trying to test you? Like, what were the types of questions that you were getting from these virtual teams? Do you remember any questions?
I remember solving a lot of questions on these co-locations and virtual team, but some few questions are like very straightforward and mock, but these questions were not.
I would assume, I think a lot of questions would be like, how would you handle virtual teams as a project manager?
That's correct.
Basically, that's what they're
correct. That's correct. Yeah. And, in a lot of questions, it was really difficult to understand that, this question is from Agile or is it from predictive? Because seeing the options, there are two predictive answers and there are two Agile answers. So that those questions were really difficult.
Okay. And how much of your paper would you say was situational? What percentage of your
20%. 20%.
That's it?
Good 20%.
Okay.
Good 20%, I could say. Maybe more, 20-30% also. But yeah, definitely 20%.
Okay. And like the questions that you had, how many lines were they? The situational questions. Generally, what is the average length of a question?
Okay. The average length for maximum questions were 3 to 4.
Okay.
And there were few around 30% to 40% of them wherein they were 5 to 6.
Okay.
5 to 6 sentences like that.
But I guess you would still say that a lot of the questions that came were from the softer side of project management, like communication.
That's correct. Software side.
So would you say like you got questions from communication management as well? Communication.
Communication, stakeholder, procurement. So these contracts, yes.
Okay.
So all these. So basically, my entire paper was I can just say that it was procurement, stakeholder, and communication. So the main focus is
resource. Would you say resource management also or no?
Resource
like develop, like you remember, there are these processes called develop team, manage team, and all of that. So I'm just
few questions on develop team as well.
Okay. All right. Let's actually now talk about how you manage your time. Understand that you were. Did you take your breaks? Did you take the breaks during the exam?
Yeah. I took two both the breaks, and for me, it was important to get up from that place and just go have a walk and come back.
Right.
Because that's when your mind is refreshed, because continuously sitting in that environment and focus is totally there on the machine, so that becomes really difficult.
Definitely. Like
so that 10 minutes break is 10 minutes break is really required.
It's a lengthy exam, and it is critical that you take breaks. So let me ask you, like, how much time did you spend on each of the sections? So the first 60 questions, how much time did you spend?
So for the first 60 questions I finished in 70 minutes.
Okay, that's not
70
bad.
minutes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was a break, and what I have seen, Rohit, or what I noticed is there was a girl sitting besides me. She was also giving her PMP exam.
Right.
So she, maybe because of the time crunch, they it's basically if you pass, or if you exceed that particular limit of the time, they don't give you break.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like she took, I mean, anyways, I know this is more about you, but you felt that she didn't take a break, or like?
The second time break was not given for a reason that that she had exceeded her time limit.
Oh, okay. That's interesting information. All right. So the second and the third set, how much time did you take? Like, did you feel you were slowing down towards the middle or the end of the exam?
Yeah, in the middle of the exam, I was quite relaxed, thinking that, now that I've finished in 70 minutes, I'll be finishing the second set also in approximately during that time. So if you see, 70 and 70 is 140, which is like, again, 100 minutes I have for the last set.
Right.
So I was pretty much relaxed with the second set. Okay. But then that's when I was wrong. If I would have focused, and I was very chilled during the second set. I was just relaxed. I was looking here and there. During the second set, I took it a little lightly. I was the thinking process was little for a little longer time as compared to the first set. So that's when I realized that no, you have to be totally focused for each of your set, 1, 2, and 3, all of them. So you cannot just sit back, relax, even for a single minute. You have to be totally focused. Correct. So during the second set, I missed a lot of time. But then third set, by the end of the second set, I realized that I don't have much time, so I need to be really focused and finish up as soon as possible. So that's when that's when I increased my speed for the second set, and then third set was also quite focused with me.
Okay, and do you finish?
So it's basically.
Yeah, go on.
So basically, it's like you don't have to. You cannot just keep looking here and there, or just lose your focus. You have to be very much focused in the exam, because I can understand sitting for the exam for 4 hours becomes really difficult. Correct. So we happen to lose our focus. We happen to see left, right, but that should not be the case.
Right. Okay. So just help me understand, Niharika. Like, when did you finish the exam? Did you have any time left when you finished the exam, or were you just like?
No, I had just on the edge 0.38 seconds left to finish was when I completed my.
So I think you started fast, but I think like towards the middle and.
Too.
Okay. How was the center? Let's talk a little bit about the center. So the center where you did the exam in Dubai, where is it exactly located? Is it centrally located in Dubai?
It is centrally located on the Sheikh Zayed Road. It is centrally located, and it is like 40 minutes from my home. So
okay.
So it was an afternoon time. It was pretty hot here. Walking down the road after parking the car was also like 2-3 minutes walk was also very difficult. But it was.
Did they frisk you? Like, how was the normally? Because I think many people who go and do the exam at the center, they check your pockets and stuff. Like, did they do any of that?
Yeah, she happened to ask me that, do you have pockets? But I did not have, my dress did not have any pocket. So she basically, nothing is allowed inside. You're not supposed to take water, you're not supposed to eat anything, you're not supposed to take anything inside, except they give you one paper pen and
Yeah.
basically an earplugs kind of a thing, wherein if you feel that somebody is disturbing you, you can just insert in.
So I was asking, what did you carry for the exam? Because normally, you need to carry some documentation or some IDs. So maybe, other people will also know what they need to carry for the test.
Yeah. So for us being in Dubai, the only photo identification that I had with me, and I had basically called up on the center and asked them that what all documents are required. So they said Emirates ID will suffice. So
Okay,
I
so
had
basically
Emirates ID with
an
me.
ID proved, and did you?
Yeah, any ID proof.
I guess you probably carried pencils and stuff like that as well.
But then that was not allowed. They had their own set of pen and pencil,
Okay.
and that's all. So since like I told you that I was sneezing, I had my handkerchief. Uh, she checked my handkerchief totally.
Okay.
She told me to open it. She checked it properly. Maybe I must have written something on that. She said, this is not allowed. I said, no, I want to take this because I had put medicine on this and I'll be inhaling this the entire
Right.
exam. So I need this. So that's the
So
only reason. Seeing my condition, she allowed. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what do you normally recommend? Do you recommend taking the exam at home? Do you recommend taking the exam at a center? Because I think you tried once or twice at home. And so what is your general recommendation to other students?
So, if you have a quiet room wherein, there'll be nobody basically to disturb you for 4 hours, and you have everything in place, because I had scheduled my exam twice at home, but I was facing some technical problem. So because of that, I had to reschedule my exam. So you have to have everything in place. If not, then I would suggest that center is the best place.
Okay. 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 Yeah, definitely. I think at the center, you're in the exam environment.
In the exam, yeah, with
at home,
other people, yeah, focused.
Okay. Okay. And fair enough. So let's actually talk a little bit about how do you feel like CareerSprints was able to help you. Let's just talk a little bit about how we were able to assist you with clearing the exam, and maybe anything that you feel was worked in your favor, or like maybe about the materials. Did you enjoy studying the materials
Yeah.
that we provided?
So like I said that videos were really helpful. The mocks given by you were really helpful, because I remember I had solved approximately around 2,000 questions or
Right.
so. So they were really helpful. Basically, solving the question really helps you in understanding whether any of the topics you happen to miss. So
Right.
when you basically review, so yeah, lot of inspirational talks and motivational talks by Eurohit helped me a lot to focus,
Sure.
because I remember there were a lot of times when when you just give up, and since this being a really long journey,
Right.
it's very difficult to keep going and
Correct.
continuing doing the same work every day. So it becomes really difficult. So that's when your um, discussions with you and all those really helped me. And yeah, so videos were really helpful, the mocks were really helpful. I never happened to read PMBOK yet.
Right. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, now you've cleared the exam. You maybe you can read it as in leisure if you want to, but yeah, it's. So let me ask you another question. So do you think what lessons would you want to share with other people who are taking the exam? What do you think are the biggest learnings from this journey, and what do you think is the recipe for success?
Okay, so I remember, it's not only studying, it's not only just listening to the videos. It's really more than that. So I remember having sessions with you, wherein we were solving questions, and the way you used to teach me that, Niharika, this is how you have to interpret a question. See what they are basically trying to tell you. Read the last line first, and all those tips and tricks which you used to always share during the discussions of when we were reviewing the questions. So that really helped me, because once you have that knack of solving the question or understanding the question, the options becomes really easy for you. So that knack was taught to me by you.
Right. And do you think you solved a sufficient number of questions?
Yeah. I solved approximately 1,500 definitely, and approximately 2,000 is what I remember very clearly.
Sure. Yeah. I think like when you solve so many questions, you get exposed to so many different scenarios that, you are
Correct.
generally more confident about the exam. Okay, great. Now, let me ask you a question, which I don't think, like when a lot of PMP interviews are done, people ask that. Do you think that the PMP certification would help you in any way in your career? And do you think that you learned some good information that maybe makes you a more knowledgeable individual, or like helps you expand your perspective?
Yes, definitely. So I am also from a technical background. For me, for me only the project's technicality mattered always.
Right.
Just the execution. So we like a person like me, I was never bothered about what is happening at the resource level, what is happening at the cost level. We were only bothered about the quality that we are giving. That's all.
Right.
So all these things never mattered to me, and all these things are also very important when any company is taking up a project, and when you are working on a project. So there are a lot of resources, there's cost behind it. Yeah, we know that it is there, but the actual learnings about how it is in real, I really understood a lot of things.
Do you think this
PMP.
knowledge? Do you think this knowledge would help you run your projects better, or even help you with interviews? Or do you think this would help you?
Yeah, this knowledge would definitely help me in my project career, because coming from like I said, I'm coming from a technical background. I know how we have a lot of cross-functional people always there during the project. So now I see myself, guiding them. Maybe if we do this, maybe we can achieve this. So I see myself guiding them, and when each and everything about the project is when you happen to go and take an initiative and tell that maybe this, if we do this, it can be of great help. So yeah, so from the time that I started my PMP, my entire perspective apart from execution changed to other things as well.
Correct. Okay. Excellent. So yeah, I think it will be, I'm really impressed with your success, and I'm so happy that you were able to clear the exam even with bad health. You were able to accomplish this. That is excellent. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, I will urge you to like this video. When you like this video, YouTube's algorithm will recommend this video to other people who can benefit from the information that is shared in this video. And if you would like to see content like this delivered directly to you, I will also request you to subscribe to the channel so that you'll be notified of whenever we release another video. Thank you.